seats. All guests clear the aisle. Clerk, please unlock the machine. All members, please record their presence by pressing the green button. All members, please vote. Has every member voted? Clerk, please lock the machine. There are 56 in the affirmative, 56 present. We have a quorum. All members, please rise for the invocation to be given to us by Representative Casimiro, who will also lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Representative Casimiro.
Thank you, Speaker. Gracious Lord, we are about to start the busy part of our session. Fill us with great hope and guide us through all the challenges we face, representing those lives and livelihood we hold in our hands. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Representative. Next order of business is the approval of the journal. Is there any objection to the approval of the previous legislative day's journal? Hearing none, so ordered. Communications. Clerk, do we have any communications?
Yes, we do, Speaker.
Please read and place on file.
Representative Grace Diaz is unable to attend session today, Tuesday, May 18th, 2021. Representative Charlene Lima is unable to attend session today. Representative Tobon is unable to attend session today. Representative Liana Cassar is unable to attend session today, and Representative Susan Donovan is unable to attend session today, Tuesday, May 18th, 2021.
Thank you, Clerk. Please place on file. Next order of business is communication. Are there any committee reports? There are no committee reports. Any new business? Is there any new business? Chairman Bennett with new business. You certainly may. You certainly may, Leader. Representative Carson with new business. Representative Chairwoman Williams with new business. Leader Filippi with new business also. You can please place in the box. Thank you. Any other new business? Floor Manager Edwards, do you have new business or no? I guess not. Thank you. Next order of business is the calendar. Clerk, please read the item on today's calendar.
Item number 1, number 5650, sub A.
Chairman McNamara.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. 5650, substitute A, by Representative Kislak, would create the Holocaust and Genocide Education Commission to gather and disseminate Holocaust and genocide information, review statewide Holocaust and genocide education initiatives, promote public awareness of issues relating to the Holocaust and genocide education, advise and educate the Governor, General Assembly, and departments and agencies regarding the nature, magnitude, and priorities of Holocaust and genocide education. It would also seek opportunities to provide resources for school to effectively teach about the Holocaust and genocide. It is supported by the Rhode Island Holocaust and Genocide Education Coalition, Rhode Island Department of Education, the Holocaust and Genocide Center, American National Committee of Rhode Island, numerous students and educators from throughout Rhode Island, the Providence School Department. Mr. Speaker, historic dis and misinformation are dangerous narratives that jeopardize humanity and democracy. This bill ensures that our students learn about the Holocaust and atrocities in an impactful and meaningful way. The Committee on Education recommends passage. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Chairman McNamara moves passage. Seconded by Whip Kazarian, Representative Alzate, Representative Barrows, Representative Magor, Representative Messier, Representative Chippendale, Representative Potter, Representative Giraldo, Leader Filippi, Representative Tanzi, Representative Kislak, Representative Slater, Floor Manager Edwards, Chairman Bennett, Chairman Corvasi, Deputy Whip Ackerman, Representative McLaughlin, Chairman Hull, Representative Shawcross Smith, Chairwoman Fogarty, Representative Knight, Representative Constantino, Representative Cortravan, Representative Handy, Representative Agello, Chairman Abney, Leader Blazajewski, Chairwoman McEntee, Chairwoman Ruggiero, Chairwoman Williams, Chairwoman Bella Wilkinson, Representative Morales, Representative Cardillo, Representative Beer, Representative Henrys, Representative Caldwell, Representative Norey, Representative Perez, Representative O'Brien, Chairman Craven, Representative Phillips, Representative Amore, Representative Speakman, Representative Carson, Representative Casimiro, Representative Stephen Lima, and Representative Fenton Fung. I think that was everybody in the room. Are there any other seconds? There are no lights. Clerk, please unlock the machine. All those in favor, please vote green. Any in the negative, please vote red. Leader Blazajewski.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Pursuant to Rule 47 of the House Rules, I have proxy votes in favor of item number 1 from the following representatives: Cassar, Diaz, Donovan, Felix, Hawkins, Charlene Lima, Lombardi, Marzakowski, Tobon, and Solomon. Thank you.
Thank you. Leader Filippi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. No proxies today for any of the calendar, please.
Thank you. I will recognize you. Clerk, please lock the machine. 72 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative. The act shall prevail. Next docketed item, please.
Item number 2, number 5697.
Chairwoman Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. A special request with regards to, oh, wait a minute, sorry. Wrong bill. The back.
No, that's the correct bill. Item number 2, I believe.
I'm so flustered. I'm so excited that we got sun today. Oh, sorry.
It's an exciting day. Representative Kislak had a great bill, and I know yours is important to you as well.
Yes, my request is to allow me to work with my colleagues, a couple of my colleagues and the community, with some language to make this great bill a little bit greater. And if you would honor me and the community to postpone this till next Tuesday, we would greatly appreciate that opportunity.
So ordered, without objection. Thank you. Next docket item, please.
Number 3, number 5270.
Representative O'Brien.
Thank you, Speaker. Move to recommit.
Thank you. Representative O'Brien moves to recommit. Item number 3. Without objection, so ordered. Next docket item, please.
Item number 4, number 5815.
Chairman Hull.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and my distinguished colleagues. House 5815, an act relating to towns and cities and emergency police powers. This bill authorizes higher education institutions and police departments to enter an agreement with the cities and towns and police departments to provide police assistance in non-emergency situations, and no longer restricts them to making those agreements with geographically abutting cities and towns. No very opposition against this. It's just a mutual agreement. I move passage.
Chairman Hull moves passage, seconded by Representative Phillips, Chairman Shanley, Representative Caldwell, Representative Carson, Representative O'Brien, Leader Blazajewski, Chairman Abney, Representative Speakman, Representative Agello, Representative Cortravan, Representative Constantino, Chairman Azanaro, Chairwoman Ruggiero, Chairwoman Vella Wilkinson, Representative Cardillo, Representative Amore, Representative Knight, Chairwoman Fogarty, Representative Shawcross Smith, Chairman Hull, Representative McLaughlin, Representative Tanzi, Chairman McNamara, Floor Manager Edwards, Chairman Bennett, Representative Stephen Lima, Representative Casimiro, Whip Kazarian, Representative Morgan. On the bill, Representative Fenton Fung.
Speaker, I have to recuse myself for this bill due to a conflict of interest as my husband's firm lobbied for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please sign the form and send it up, and the record will indicate your recusal. Thank you. There are no other lights on the bill. Clerk, please unlock the machine. All those in favor, please vote green. Any in the negative, please vote red. Leader Blazajewski.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Pursuant to Rule 47 of the House Rules, I proxy votes in favor of item number 4 from the following representatives: Cassar, Diaz, Donovan, Felix, Hawkins, Charlene Lima, Lombardi, Marzokowski, Tobon, and Solomon. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Leader. And Leader Filippi has indicated there are no proxies. Clerk, please lock the machine. There are 68 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative. The act shall prevail. Next docket item, please.
Item number 5, number 5741.
Chairman Shanley.
Thank you, Speaker. Item number 5 is sponsored by Floor Manager Edwards. It would amend the state building code to require that any single-user toilet facility in a public building or place of public accommodation be available for use by persons of any gender effective January 1, 2022. I move passage.
Thank you. Chairman Shanley moves passage. Seconded by Leader Blazajewski, Chairwoman Vella Wilkinson, Chairman Abney, Representative Speakman, Representative Henrys, Representative Handy, Representative Agello, Chairwoman Fogarty, Representative Shawcross Smith, Representative Tanzi, Chairman McNamara, Representative Kislak, Floor Manager Edwards, Chairman Bennett, Representative Constantino, Chairwoman Ruggiero, Representative Morales, Representative Amore, Representative Cortravan, Representative Cardillo, Chairman Hull, Representative Giraldo, Representative Potter, Representative Barrows, Representative Casimiro, and Whip Kazarian, along with Representative Messier, Representative Bia, and Representative O'Brien. There are no other seconds. On the bill, Leader Filippi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The intent of this bill is laudable. Its practical application doesn't work. I'll give you a prime example. Many older buildings have small bathrooms. In those small bathrooms, you can fit a male urinal and a male toilet. The female bathrooms only have one toilet. So if we were to pass this bill, the males would be able to use both bathrooms and the female would only be able to use one. Specifically, I have a small restaurant and I have 2 bathrooms like I just described. If this bill passes, the males would be able to use the male bathroom as currently marked and also the female bathroom, and the females would not be able to use the male bathroom that has the male urinal. I think this is drafted improperly. I don't think it makes an exception for pre-existing structures. If this was only prospective, Mr. Speaker, for future building, I would understand. But there are buildings that are very old in this state that don't have the capability to expand their bathroom footprint, and they would have to open up both bathrooms for males, and the females wouldn't be able to use both bathrooms. So I think there's a problem with the way it's drafted. I think it should be recommitted to work on, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Floor Manager Edwards, please, and then we'll go back to Chairman Shanley.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This bill pertains to public buildings, not restaurants. It pertains to renovations that are 50% or more, which means if you are renovating 50% of a building or more, you generally redo the bathrooms. You usually have large gang bathrooms in these public buildings. It's very easy to put in a single or sometimes a double single stall unit at the head of these gang bathrooms. I have done these in a number of public and private buildings. It is not a heavy lift. This is a bill that makes common sense, and I believe that if the minority leader reads through, he will see that it is for public buildings, new construction, and more than 50% renovation. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Floor Manager Edwards. I will go to Chairman Shanley.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is only applicable to single-use facilities. So the scenario outlined by Leader Filippi wouldn't be applicable because there are two bathrooms or two stalls in the bathroom that he outlined. So it's not a single-use bathroom.
Thank you. I will go to Whip Chippendale, and then I will go back to, no, Whip Chippendale's passing. I'll go back to Leader Filippi.
Thank you very much. Whip Edwards, thank you for proving my point that this is drafted improperly, because it is public buildings and public accommodations. I just looked up Black's Law Dictionary definition of public accommodation, and it says, generally speaking, it may help to think of public accommodations as most buildings and businesses that are open to the general public. That's what a public accommodation is, and that's what is specified in page 1, line 5. A public building or place of public accommodation. This applies to private buildings as well. So the fact that the sponsor felt that this only applied to public buildings proves that we have a drafting issue. This applies to private buildings that are open to the public. Now, to my friend Chair Shanley's point, I don't see where it says where there's only one bathroom. It says any single-user toilet facility. I don't read that as saying if there's only one toilet in a facility. I have a single-user toilet facility next to a double toilet facility, right next to each other. So thank you, Chairman Shanley, for also proving that there's a drafting error in the definitions. So this should be recommitted. There's an issue with it. Thank you to my colleagues for helping my argument.
There are no other lights. Clerk, please unlock the machine. All those in the affirmative, please vote green. Any in the negative, please vote red. Leader Blazajewski, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Pursuant to Rule 47 of the House Rules, I have proxy votes in favor of item number 5 from the following representatives: Cassar, Diaz, Donovan, Felix, Hawkins, Charlene Lima, Lombardi, Marzlikowski, Tobon, and Solomon. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Leader. Clerk, please lock the machine. There are 65 in the affirmative, 7 in the negative. The act shall prevail. Next docket item, please.
Item number 6, Senate 1 as amended.
Thank you. Chairwoman Williams, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Item 1, as amended, S1, as amended by Senator Guezada, increases the minimum wage from $11.50 per hour to $15 per hour over 4 years commencing January 1st, 2022. This is the identical bill to House Bill 5130, Sub A, by Chairman Bennett, that we passed on my birthday, May 6th. You know, I gotta say it, I gotta keep saying it. It is a good bill and I move its passage.
Thank you very much, Chairwoman. Chairwoman Williams moves passage, seconded by Representative Morales. Leader Blazajewski, Representative Beer, Chairman Abney, Representative Henrys, Representative Rangel Vassar, Representative Carson, Representative Speaker, and Representative Perez. Chairwoman Fogarty, Representative Agello, Representative Amore, Deputy Whip Ackerman, Chairman McNamara, Chairman Bennett, Representative Giraldo, Representative Potter, Representative Barrows, Representative Alzate, Representative Kazarian, Representative Magor, Chairman Hull, Representative Cotravan, and Chairwoman Ruggiero. There are no lights. All those in the affirmative, please vote green. Any in the negative, please vote red. All members, please vote. Leader Blazajewski.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Pursuant to Rule 47 of the House Rules, I have proxy votes in favor of item number 6 from the following representatives: Cassar, Diaz, Donovan, Felix, Charlene Lima, Lombardi, Marzalkowski, and Solomon. And I have proxy votes against item number 6 from Hawkins and Tobon. Thank you.
Thank you. Clerk, please lock the machine. There are 56 in the affirmative, 50 in the negative. The act shall prevail. Next docket item, please.
Item number 7, Senate 2 Sub A.
Chairman Abney.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Senate item number 0002 Sub A by Senator Goodwin. This is the Nursing Home Staffing and Quality Care Act. It is identical to House Bill H5012 Sub A as amended by Representative Slater, which passed the House on May 4th, 2021. I move passage.
Chairman Abney moves passage, seconded by Representative Speakman, Representative Amore, Representative O'Brien, Chairwoman Bella Wilkinson, Representative Morales, Leader Blazajewski, Representative Vigello, Representative Knight, Representative Hawkins, Representative Ruggiero, Chairwoman Ruggiero, Representative Rangel Vassar, Representative Henrys, Chairman Bennett, Representative Slater, Chairman Corvesi, Representative Tanzi, Representative Hull, Representative Fogarty, Chairwoman Fogarty, Representative Cardillo, Representative Potter, Representative Barrows, Representative Messier, Representative Magor, Representative Alzate, Whip Kazarian. On the bill, Representative Caldwell.
Thank you, Speaker. Like on our House version, I have to recuse myself from voting on this bill.
Thank you. Please sign the recusal form and send it up. Thank you very much. On the bill, there are no other lights. Clerk, please unlock the machine. All those in the affirmative, please vote green. Any in the negative, please vote red. Leader Blazajewski.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Pursuant to Rule 47 of the House Rules, I have proxy votes in favor of item number 7 from the following representatives: Cassar, Diaz, Donovan, Felix, Hawkins, Charlene Lima, Lombardi, Marzalkowski, Tobon, and Solomon. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. There are no other lights. Clerk, please lock the machine. 62 in the affirmative, 9 in the negative. The act shall prevail. Next docket item, please, Clerk.
Item number 8, Senate 79 Sub A.
Chairman Abney, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Senate item 0079 Sub A by President Ruggiero. This act removes the sunset on the Rhode Island Promise Scholarship Program. It is identical to House Bill 5224 Sub A by Speaker Sakarchi, which passed the House on May 6, 2021, and I move passage.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman Abney moves passage, seconded by Representative Carson, Representative Amore, Representative O'Brien, Chairman Craven, Representative Rangel Vassar, Representative Morales, Chairwoman Williams, Chairwoman Ruggiero, Leader Blazajewski, Representative Beer, Representative Cortravin, Representative Vigello, Representative Shawcross Smith, Chairwoman Fogarty, Chairwoman McEntee, Chairman Bennett, Floor Manager Edwards, Representative Cardillo, Deputy Whip Ackerman, Chairman McNamara, Representative McLaughlin, Representative Tanzi, Chairman Hull, Chairman Casey, Representative Giraldo, Whip Kazarian, Representative Barrows, Representative Messier, and Representative Magor. Leader Blazajewski, please. I'm sorry, those were the seconds. There are no lights. Clerk, unlock the machine. All those in affirmative, please vote green. Any in the negative, vote red. Leader Blazajewski.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Pursuant to Rule 47 of the House Rules, I have proxy votes in favor of item number 8 from the following representatives: Cassar, Diaz, Donovan, Felix, Hawkins, Charlene Lima, Lombardi, Marzalkowski, Tobon, and Solomon. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Leader. Clerk, please lock the machine. There are 67 in the affirmative, 5 in the negative. The act shall prevail. Next docket item, please, clerk.
Item number 9, Senate number 56.
Chairman Craven.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This matter comes to us from the Senate, particularly Senator DePalma. This bill is the mirror image of the bill we passed about a month ago for Representative Cortrovan, and it relates to an act involving state government preservation of families with disabilities. And it specifically provides that this act would preclude the disability of a parent from serving as the sole basis for denial or restriction in matters involving a child's welfare, foster care, family law, guardianship, and adoption. And in addition, this act would prohibit an investigation of possible child abuse or neglect based solely on the parent's disability unless the child is considered to be abused, neglected, or threatened with harm. I said before when we passed this bill on the House floor on April 15th that it was 72-0, by the way, that it was a great bill, and it is still a great bill even though Senator DePalma has it, and I move passage.
Thank you. Chairman Craven moves passage. Seconded by Representative Carson, Representative Speaker, Representative Amore, Representative O'Brien, Chairwoman Vella Wilkinson, Chairwoman Ruggiero, Chairwoman McEntee, Representative Morales, Representative Cardillo, Representative Henrys, Leader Blazajewski, Chairman Abney, Representative Cortrovan, Chairwoman Williams, Representative Agello, Chairwoman Fogarty, Representative Shawcross Smith, Representative Tansey, Chairman Hull, Chairman McNamara, Deputy Whip Ackerman, Chairman Bennett, Representative Cortrovan, Chairman Casey, Representative Giraldo, Representative Casimiro, Whip Kazarian, Representative Alzate, Representative Barrows, Representative Messier, Representative McGaugh, Representative Chippendale, Representative Morgan, Representative Filippi, and Representative Constantino. There are no other seconds. On the bill, Representative Slater on the bill.
Sorry, Speaker, it's not on the bill. On the previous item, item number 8, I didn't vote. I'd like to be recorded in the positive.
Thank you. So ordered.
Thank you.
On the bill, there are no lights. Clerk, please unlock the machine. All those in the affirmative, please vote green. Any in the negative, please vote red. Leader Blazajewski, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Pursuant to Rule 47 of the House Rules, I have proxy votes in favor of item number 9 from the following representatives: Cassar, Diaz, Donovan, Felix, Hawkins, Charlene Lima, Lombardi, Marzukowski, Tobon, and Solomon. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Leader. Clerk will lock the machine. There were 73 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative. The act shall prevail. That concludes today's calendar. We are now on to announcements and introductions. Representative Casimiro, and then Chairman Abney.
Thank you, Speaker. With the consent of both the Majority Leader and the Minority Leader, I have a House resolution for immediate consideration proclaiming May 16th through the 22nd of 2021 as Emergency Medical Services Week in the state of Rhode Island.
Thank you, Chairman. Please send it up. Thank you, Representative. Chairman Abney.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Announcement, please.
Proceed.
The House Committee on Finance will meet immediately at the Rise in room 35.
Thank you. Representative Falella, and then Representative Constantino.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. An adjournment, please.
Proceed.
If we could adjourn today in memory of Charlie Joyce. Charlie left behind his wife and 2 children. He just recently passed this week, who fought a very courageous battle with cancer. Thank you.
Thank you. My condolences. Representative Constantino, and then Representative Alzate.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Pursuant to Rule 7D, tomorrow I'll be introducing legislation relating to state affairs and government, video lottery games, table games, in sports wagering.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Alzate, and then Representative Rangel-Bassel.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Can I be recorded in the affirmative on item number 4, please?
So ordered.
Thank you.
Representative Rangel-Vassar. And then we will go to Chairman Casey. Just a moment, please, Representative. Thank you.
Thank you. Adjournment, Mr. Speaker.
Proceed.
Thank you, sir. This afternoon, I ask that we adjourn in the memory of those who have lost their lives to senseless gun violence. There is so much hurt and pain right now in our hearts and in our community. I crave our sincerest prayers to the children and to the families who must live every single day with this trauma that is descended upon all of us. May we honor their memories with a stubborn resolve to fight to end this scourge that continues to live among us, all of us. I cannot know the pain that these families endure, but as someone who lost my own uncle to gun violence when I was 14 years old, as someone who have lost so many family members, and as someone who have lost students.
Excuse me. Please proceed.
And as someone who has lost many students to gun violence here in the city, I remember their names. I remember Tyson. I remember Eric. I remember Todd. I remember so many of my own students that I lost to gun violence. This is a hard burden to carry every day. But for the children who comes to our classrooms with their backpacks, and in their backpacks, they bring with them trauma and pain and heartache to gun violence that is totally, totally preventable. May we close in their honor. May we close in the honor of those who have gone way too soon. And may our resolve and our recommitment be to end this scourge of gun violence that has descended upon us and continues to live among us every single day. May they rest in peace.
Thank you, Representative. Chairman Casey, and then Representative Henrys.
Thank you, Speaker. Without objection, could I have my attendance recorded and be recorded in the affirmative on items 1 and items 4 through 7?
So ordered.
Thank you.
Representative Henrys, please, and then Representative Slater.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Pursuant to Rule 7D, I will be introducing a bill relating to retail licenses.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Slater, and then Representative Perez.
Request, Speaker.
Proceed.
Pursuant to 7D, I'll be submitting legislation on the next legislative day to deal with adult use cannabis. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Representative Perez, and then Representative Fenton Fung.
Speaker, I think that I lose my vote on today's calendar number 6. I'd like to be recorded as positive, please. And
So
also
ordered.
I have resolution for immediate consideration with the permission of the majority and minority leader. Recognizing Carmen Diaz Justino for her distinguished business career and requesting that the Small Business Administration give her a serious consideration for the position.
Please send it up. Thank you, Representative. Representative Fenton Fung.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have a resolution for immediate consideration recognizing the 100th anniversary of the American Physical Therapy Association. I'll leave it up on the desk for further signatures. Thank you.
Thank you. Please send it up, and thank you and all the physical therapists for the great work they do. Thank you. I have a House resolution proclaiming May 16th through May 22nd as Emergency Medical Services Week in the state of Rhode Island. It is moved by Representative Casimiro, seconded by many others. All those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. I have a House resolution moved by Leader Blazajewski, seconded by Leader Filippi, extending congratulations. All those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. I have a House resolution expressing condolences, moved by Leader Blazajewski, seconded by Leader Filippi. All those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. I have a House resolution by Representative Perez, seconded by Representative Shawcross-Smith, Representative McEntee, and Chairwoman Williams, honoring Carmen Diaz Jacino for her distinguished business career and requesting that the Small Business Administration give her serious consideration for the position of Small Business Administrator or Regional Administrative Officer for New England. All those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Leader Blazajewski, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. With the permission of the Minority Leader, I have a House resolution expressing deepest condolences on the passing of the Honorable Judge William C. Hillman.
Please send it up. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. An announcement, please.
He was a wonderful judge, a good person. I did not know him well, but he had a very distinguished reputation and a career in the judiciary, and our condolences to his family. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. An announcement, please.
Please proceed.
Thank you. We will be in session tomorrow, Wednesday, May 19th, here at the Vets at 4 p.m. And ladies and gentlemen, we will not be here in session on Thursday this week due to the unavailability of the Vets. And though he cannot be with us here today, we should all wish a very happy birthday to Bernie Hawkins. Happy birthday, Representative Bernie Hawkins.
Happy birthday, Bernie. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. I have a House resolution recognizing the 100th anniversary of the American Physical Therapy Association, moved by Representative Fenton Fung, seconded by myself, Leader Blazajewski, Chair, Deputy Speaker Lehman, and many others. All those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Mike, just hand it to me. Comes up. I have a resolution by Leader Blazajewski, and seconded by myself and several others, expressing the deepest condolences on the passing of the Honorable Judge William Hillman. All those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. Representative Giraldo.
Request, Mr. Speaker.
Proceed.
Pursuant to Rule 7D, on the next day, day of legislative session, I plan to introduce a bill regarding the City of Pawtucket Downtown Redevelopment Project.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is there any objection to transmitting all matters on the clerk's desk to the Honorable Governor, the Honorable Senate, and the Secretary of State forthwith? Hearing none, so ordered. Leader Blazajewski, that the House adjourn in memory of Tatiana Francois, Charles Joyce, victims of gun violence, and the Honorable William Hillman. Seconded by Leader Filippi. Please rise for a moment of silence. The House is adjourned. The desk shall remain open.
House Resolution proclaiming May 16th through 22nd of 2021 as Emergency Medical Services Week in the state of Rhode Island. Whereas in 1974, President Gerald Ford established Emergency Medical Services Week to celebrate EMS practitioners and to thank them for the important work they do in our nation's communities. And whereas every day of the year, emergency medical service professionals save lives, provide a vital public service. Access to quality emergency care dramatically improves the survival and recovery rate of those who experience sudden illness or injury. And whereas emergency medical services also fills gaps in our healthcare system by providing important out-of-hospital care, including preventative medicine, follow-up care, and access to telemedicine. And whereas emergency medical services professionals consist of first responders, emergency medical technicians, emergency medical dispatchers, firefighters, police officers, educators, administrators, pre-hospital nurses, emergency physicians, trained members of the public, and other out-of-hospital medical care providers. And whereas the members of emergency medical care service teams, whether career or volunteer, engage in thousands of hours of specialized training and continuing education to enhance their life-saving skills. And whereas the 2021 theme of EMS Week is This is EMS, Caring for Our Communities. This theme is particularly meaningful in 2021 as it reminds people that every day emergency services professionals are and have been there to respond, support, and care for the needs of our communities during the pandemic. Now therefore be it resolved, this House of Representatives hereby proclaims May 16th to 22nd of 2021 as Emergency Services Week in the state of Rhode Island. Be it further resolved that the Secretary of State be and hereby is authorized and directed to transmit a duly certified copy of this resolution to Director Nicole Alexander Scott, MD, MPH, Rhode Island Department of Health. House Resolution recognizing the 100th anniversary of the American Physical Therapy Association, the APTA, in 2021. Whereas Reconstruction aides, strong women who were the predecessors to current physical therapists, were integral to the recovery of many World War I soldiers and demonstrated their value as medical professionals and war heroes, showing that those who would eventually be known as physical therapists had a major role to play in the future of America's health. And whereas Mary McMillan, a Reconstruction aide, was elected in 1921 as the first president of the American Women's Physical Therapeutic Association. And whereas the Rhode Island chapter was founded in 1931 and continues today, representing 500 physical therapists, assistants, and students. And whereas the University of Rhode Island graduated its first class of physical therapists in 1991, and as of 2007, all graduating physical therapists are educated at the clinical doctoral level. A total of 686 physical therapists have graduated from this program, with 27 more graduating in May of 2021. And whereas the Community College of Rhode Island graduated its first class of physical therapy assistants in 1993, and to date, 488 students have graduated from the program. And whereas the New England Institute of Technology graduated its first class of physical therapy assistants in 2010, and to date, 401 students have graduated from this program. And whereas the vision of physical therapy profession is transforming society by optimizing movement to improve the human experience. And whereas, given that the United States Department of Health and Human Services indicates that more than 80% of adults and adolescents do not get enough physical activity, and that regular activity is one of the most important ways to improve health, physical therapists and physical therapist assistants are critical to health services teams as movement experts who improve quality of life by addressing pain or chronic conditions that limit participation in activities, and by reducing the risk for chronic diseases, enhancing fitness, and preventing injuries through hands-on care, patient education, and prescribed movement based on rigorous research. And whereas physical therapists and physical therapist assistants treat people where they are, providing care to many people in many settings, including hospitals, private practices, outpatient clinics, homes, schools, sports teams, and fitness facilities, the United States Armed Services, veterans facilities, work settings, and nursing homes. And whereas physical therapists and physical therapist assistants treat individuals across their lifespan and have clinical expertise in 18 specialty areas: acute care, aquatics, cardiovascular and pulmonary, clinical electrophysiology and wound management, education, federal, geriatrics, hand and upper extremity, health policy and administration, home health, neurology, oncology, orthopedics, pediatrics, pelvic health, private practice, research, and sports. And whereas physical therapists and physical therapist assistants have faced the challenge of the COVID-19 pandemic head-on, playing an essential role in treating people who are recovering from the effects of the novel coronavirus for as long as it takes to improve and restore function. And whereas the American Physical Therapy Association is the leading professional membership organization for the physical therapy profession, with the mission of building a community that advances the profession of physical therapy to improve the health of society. And now, therefore, it be resolved, this House of Representatives of the state of Rhode Island hereby recognizes the 100th anniversary of the American Physical Therapy Association in 2021. And be it further resolved, this House hereby recognizes the American Physical Therapy Association for its dedication to improving the health of society over the past 100 years, and also recognizes that the APTA and its members are essential partners to meeting the future health and wellness needs of our country. And be it further resolved, the Secretary of State be and hereby is authorized and directed to transmit a certified copy of this resolution to the Rhode Island chapter of the American Physical Therapy Association. You want to read one?
House resolution honoring Carmen Diaz-Jusino for her distinguished business career and requesting that the Small Business Administration give her serious consideration for the position of Small Business Administration Regional Administrator for New England. Whereas Ms. Diaz-Jusino graduated from the Community College of Rhode Island in 1996 with an associate's degree in social studies, the Universidad de Caribe in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic in 2004, with a bachelor's degree in psychology, graduating magna cum laude, and from Springfield College in 2014 with a Master of Science degree with a concentration in organizational management and leadership, graduating with highest honors. And whereas Ms. Diaz-Jusino began her exemplary professional career serving as a business development and training specialist in the Center for Women and Enterprise from 2006 to 2008. She had many duties, including teaching classes for the Community Entrepreneurs Program, outreach, logistics, and coordinating client consulting and mentoring programs. She was promoted to the position of Program Director for the Center where, amongst her many responsibilities, she administered all business and entrepreneurship, education, and training programs, and represented the organization at community and networking events and in print, radio, and television media outlets. And whereas from 2011 to 2015, Ms. Diaz-Jusino worked for the Rhode Island Department of Education, where she served as a Race to the Top Early Learning Challenge grant consultant. She also served as part of Rhode Island's Workforce Knowledge and Competencies, WKC, and for Early Childhood Administrators and Education Coordinators Committee. And whereas in 2019, Ms. Diaz-Jusino returned to the Center for the Women and Enterprise, serving as the Senior Program Director, where she was responsible for all aspects of management and oversaw the Women's Business Centers at their 3 locations in Boston, Worcester, and Providence. She also served as the Ownership Woman Business Office, the OWBO, Grant Project Manager for the Small Business Administration. And whereas in 2014, Ms. Diaz-Jusino was promoted once again by the Center of Women and Enterprise to the position of Director of the new enterprise, where she effectively oversaw, managed, and implemented all of the new enterprise and WBC programs, and was responsible for all aspects of management for the Women Business Center's 5 locations in Boston, Westboro, Nashua, Burlington, and Providence. She also served part-time as a quality improvement grant monitor for Ready to Learn Providence Center for early learning professionals, where she taught business classes for aspiring family child care providers in both English and Spanish, and developed a bilingual curriculum for all business classes. And whereas in 2016, Ms. Diaz-Jusino was promoted to the position of Senior Director of Programs and Services Delivery, where she effectively oversaw the implementation of all programs and service delivery of the Center for Women in Enterprise. She also oversaw all site managers and provided assistance and support for all decisions relating to sourcing, hiring, orientation, and onboarding, training and development, and disciplinary action and termination. And whereas in 2017, Ms. Diaz-Jusino was promoted to the position of Vice President of Programs and Community Development for the Center for Women in Enterprise. She helped to raise the philanthropic resources necessary to support CWE programs and initiatives, oversaw the general management of all program areas, worked collaboratively with state leadership across New England to enhance their fundraising skills and support their revenue-generating efforts, and filled in for the CEO when requested. And whereas in 2018, Ms. Diaz-Jusino was named the Strategic Initiative Officer for Economic Security for the Rhode Island Foundation, where she served as liaison for the economic security sector and identified the key stakeholders and the significant challenges and opportunities the foundation would face in the future. She also served as the relationship manager with grantees, applicants, and community partners, and represented the Rhode Island Foundation at community events. And whereas since 2020, Ms. Diaz-Jusino has served as a Vice President and Community Development Officer, her responsibilities included being responsible for developing, implementing, and administering many of the strategic aspects of the bank's Community Reinvestment Act program by increasing banking relationships with community-based charitable and nonprofit organizations. She is also responsible for establishing opportunities to meet the lending needs for low and moderate income communities, businesses, and customers. Now, therefore be it resolved that this House of Representatives of the State of Rhode Island hereby honors Carmen Diaz-Jusino for her distinguished business career, and furthermore believes that her more than 20 years of business experience in identifying the strengths and challenges of businesses and managing a team to design and deliver effective results would be a tremendous asset to the Small Business Administration should Ms. Diaz-Jusino become the next Small Business Administration Regional Administrator for New England. And be it further resolved that the Secretary of State be and hereby is authorized and directed to transmit duly certified copies of this resolution to the Honorable Joseph Biden, President of the United States, the Honorable Kamala Harris, Vice President of the United States, the Honorable Isabella Calisas Guzman, Small Business Administration Administrator, the Honorable Nydia Velasquez, Chairwoman of the United States House of Representatives Small Business Committee, and the Honorable Jack Reed, United States Senator, the Honorable Sheldon Whitehouse, United States Senator, the Honorable James Langevin, United States Representative, and the Honorable David Cicilline, United States Representative.
House resolution expressing deepest condolences in the passing of the Honorable Judge William C. Hillman, retired. Whereas it is with sadness and regret this House has learned of the passing of Judge William C. Hillman, a highly respected retired Chief Judge of the United States Bankruptcy Court for the District of Massachusetts and a member of the Bankruptcy Appellate Panel for the First Circuit. And whereas Justice Hillman was born in Providence, son of Harold and Ann Hillman, he graduated from the University of Chicago and Boston University School of Law. He began his distinguished legal career in 1957 and was a widely respected commercial and banking lawyer who was admired for his tireless work ethic and for being a mentor to many young lawyers. He also taught bankruptcy law at several law schools. And whereas from 1959 to 1965, Justice Hillman served our nation with honor and distinction as a member of the United States Army Reserves, reaching the rank of captain. And whereas Justice Hillman was a prodigious legal author throughout his career, authoring numerous scholarly articles and editing and updating several commercial law books. In 1969, he became a member of the Uniform Law Commission and helped to develop uniform state laws, which included important modernizations to the Uniform Commercial Code, which fostered consistency in commercial transactions. And whereas, in recognition of his legal acumen and wise judicial temperament, Justice Hillman was appointed to the United States Bankruptcy Court in 1991, reappointed in 2005, and served on the court until August 14, 2015. He also served as the court's Chief Justice from 1998 to 2002. And whereas during his distinguished 24 years as a justice, Judge Hillman wrote more than 600 opinions, was held in high esteem by his fellow colleagues on the courts for his abiding integrity, high intelligence, and his uncanny ability to distill a complicated problem or question to its essence. He was a justice of high professional standards, but was always unassuming and willing to help anyone in need of assistance. And whereas while serving on the bench, Justice Hillman traveled to many places in the former Soviet Union to educate their local judges about the United States bankruptcy law. He also volunteered to hold a weekly bankruptcy courtroom in Barnstable, Cape Cod, in order to relieve parties from the burden of having to travel to Boston. Upon retiring in 2015, the court named his former courtroom in his honor and in recognition of his invaluable contributions to the courts and our nation's legal system. And whereas Justice Hillman was beloved husband of Eleanor Radin, he is also survived by his son, Dan Hillman, his children by marriage, Peter, Deborah and Michael, and his grandchildren, Sarah, Sam, and Chasen. He is also survived by his brother Richard and was the father of the late Harold Hillman. Now, therefore, be it resolved that this House of Representatives of the state of Rhode Island hereby expresses its deepest condolences to Eleanor Radin and the entire Hillman family on the passing of the Honorable Justice William C. Hillman, retired. He will forever be remembered as a highly respected and admired judge who presided with fairness and justice and served the people of Rhode Island and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and our nation with integrity and excellence. And be it further resolved that the Secretary of State be and hereby is authorized and directed to transmit duly certified copies of this resolution to Eleanor Radin and the Hillman family.